Welcome back, Crip Crow! Thank you so much for joining me. We're back! Finally, we are back in full capacity. Yeah, in every way. This is a big one. I'm jumping in here to give you some shout outs. This is welcome to episode 197 of Lost in the Dark podcast. We are so happy to have you here with us. And this is a fun one. This is what we talked some shows we recently went to and get into a little bit of, some current heavy metal controversy, if you will. And I'm not going to get too much into it here, but all I'll say is you don't fuck with the Maggots. That's all I'm going to say. So without further ado, let's get into some shout outs. First up, we have our brothers over there at the Dipping Milk in Cookies podcast. Shout out to Garrett, the Cookie Commander Smith, and Mike, the Master Milker Segovia. Like, fucking, these guys are absolutely two of the best podcasters going right now. Two of my favorites. I anxiously await every episode every week, and the most recent one was, in their words, unorthodox for good reason. And I just want to tip my hat to them because what they talk about in the first chunk of that episode, I was completely unaware of in every way, shape, or form. So I don't know. If you check it out and you listen to it, you'll know what I'm talking about. Professionalism. It's something like that was just, I don't know. I was very impressed by their, specifically Garrett, his I guess you could say restraint and professionalism. I don't know if I would have been able to pull that off. So very well done. And as always, as every episode is, amazing work, guys. I love every single one of your fucking episodes. And I cannot recommend, again, the Dipping Milk in Cookies podcast enough. Absolutely. It's just such a, it's Garrett and Mike trying to figure out this thing we call life using friends' microphones. And I forget, God damn it, I forgot the other thing they say. But check it out so you can hear it. And it's just, it's a great podcast, and I love everything about it. So be sure, and hopefully I am going to reach out to them. Hopefully, and Garrett, the guitarist of Reflection of Flesh, will be in Michigan October 31st at the Battlecross Convalescence, the Breathing Process show. The lineup just keeps getting more and more stacked. It's a once-in-a-lifetime show. It's going to be more epic than anything I've ever fucking seen in my life. Fucking be there, all right? If you're in Michigan, even if you're not, this one is worth traveling for. Trust me, this is a once-in-a-lifetime lineup. October 31st at the Diesel Concert Lounge in Chesterfield, Michigan. Battlecross, Breathing Process, Convalescence are the top three bill. But many, 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 many more. It's unbelievable. So be sure to check that out. And all things Reflection of Flesh and Dipping Milk and Cookies. Can't wait to fucking finally see you guys. I am going to reach out to them to see if we can get them on anything for Halloween, but we shall, or during the month of October at least. But we shall see. Moving on. Next shout out. My other fucking, one of my favorite fucking podcasts of all time. Thank you very much. Coming to you from the glacial dumping grounds known as the Michigan Basin, Wayne and Michelle are a Michigan-based husband and wife educator and podcasting duo that examine UFOs and other paranormal topics within Michigan and beyond. Topics include UFOs, the paranormal, conspiracy theories, ghosts, alternative history, the Michigan Dogman, Bigfoot cryptids, and all things strange and paranormal. Wayne and Michelle are absolutely two of my favorite people that I've ever met through doing this podcast. They are wonderful. We are going to have something lined up with them in October for sure, but their podcast is another one that I just anxiously await every new episode, because every single one is a killer. It's again, I've said this many times before, and I've said this to a lot of people, it's the gift that keeps on giving in terms of podcasts, because every single time they have a new guest on, I end up falling in love with that guest. I look into their stuff, their podcast, their YouTube channel, whatever they're doing. So it just keeps going. It just keeps getting like their rabbit hole. They just keep digging and making it bigger, and it's fucking wonderful. So huge shout out to Wayne and Michelle and the Michigan UFO Sightings and Paranormal Encounters podcast. Be sure to check it out. Next up, shout outs. Now we move on to the bands. Got a few bands I need to shout out. First up, Scream at the Sky. Scream at the Sky. I finally got to see them live in Battle Creek at the Music Factory last Sunday. I finally got to see them live. I finally got to meet these guys. Like, it was unfucking real. Like, they were so pitch perfect. They were a two-piece. They were performing as a fucking two-piece, which is already insane. And it was full sound. It was full everything. The full, like, I felt like I was missing nothing. They were on point on a level that I've rarely seen. Like, they are so fucking good, and they were some of the coolest fucking dudes I've ever met. So, huge shout out to Scream at the Sky. This episode comes out for me tomorrow. So for you guys, okay. So Scream at the Sky is a new album dropping tomorrow, October 1st, titled "Stay in the Clouds." Huge shout out to Scream at the Sky, brand new album about to drop. Whoops. Maybe you should go on to the show. Whoops. That's all I'm gonna say. Huge shout out. And we're going to be putting something together with them real soon. So, huge shout out to Scream at the Sky, and everybody check them out. All things Scream at the Sky, links in the description below, especially to the new album that's dropping tomorrow, Friday, October 1st. Stay in the Clouds. Check it out. Next up, we have our brothers over there from Florida, Kill the Imposter. This is another one that we actually talked about on this episode. Aaron and I finally got to see Kill the Imposter and meet Johnny in person for the Johnny for the tongue twister. Johnny in person for the first time. We finally got to meet him, and it was insane. It was insane. Absolutely one of the coolest fucking dudes I've ever met. Like, said so like off the rip, like told it like yeah, had a few crazy stories for us, and then we meet him. And they perform, and unfucking believe like, and I know I've said this about a few other bands recently, but rarely have I seen bands with that much energy on stage. It's like good luck going on after them, because they just fucked this place up, like, and that's what they're there to do, and they fucking do it. Absolutely unbelievable stage presence. Their sound, the way they sound live is even better, I would say, than on the album. Just all around and fucking credible. It was an honor to meet them, and I fucking can't wait to see them and meet them again and have them back on the show. Johnny is actually another one that I plan on reaching out to this week to see if I can get him on anything in October, because that was just tremendous, and I can never thank him enough for that experience. So thank you, Johnny, and everybody, be sure to check out all things Kill the Imposter. They got a lot coming up. So lots of tour dates, lots of everything. So check out all things Kill the Imposter. Links in the description below. Another one that I don't know if I've talked about yet, actually, but, oh wait, I think I have on a previous episode, but huge fucking shout out to our brothers in Blood of Angels. This is a band that I met a couple times at a couple convalescence shows a few months back, or a month or so back at this point. Amazing guys, absolutely amazing. They sent me a cover. I don't know if I'm going to have to reach out to them, because I don't know if they've released it to the public yet. So I don't know if I can release what I did with it yet. So I'm going to have to reach out and ask, but it's fucking outstanding. And huge shout out to Blood of Angels. Be sure to check out all things Blood of Angels. They are on tour, and they will be doing a lot more very, very soon. So be sure to keep an eye on them. Next up, they were just some of the nicest guys I've met, and they just fucking destroyed those stages. So yeah, be sure to check out all things Blood of Angels. Anyway, next up, our brothers in War just dropped two brand new hard ass fucking t-shirts, some new merch that is going to be featured while they're on tour in October, which also includes the Halloween show at in Chesterfield at the Diesel Lounge with Battlecross Convalescence and the Breathing Process. War is going to be there with Reflection. Oh my God. It's fucking unreal, the bands that are going to be there. I actually don't even know if I have the complete list yet because more bands keep getting announced, like Reflection of Flesh, as well as the next band I'd like to give a huge shout out to, a band that we also talk about on the podcast, on this episode you're about to see, that we saw at the Riot at the Racetracks show, fucking Filth Spewer. First time I ever saw them in my life. Never heard of them before. They floored me. They fucking floored me. Absolutely phenomenal. I had a brief moment, I believe, to talk to the lead singer a little bit. I was maybe a little buzzed at that point, but Aaron told me I was good, so all right. And they absolutely floored me, and I do remember talking to her, and she was fucking absolutely one of the nicest people. And I am going to reach out to Phil Spewer to see if they would like to be on the show or anything like that at all, because they fucking killed it. They fucking killed it. I cannot recommend them enough, and they will be. They were just added, like I was just saying, to that Halloween show. So I'm telling you, this Halloween show is going to be the greatest show I've ever been to in my fucking life. It's a lot of not even locals. It's a lot of it's a lot of bands that most people would say maybe haven't like broken through yet. To me, they have. To me, they're gods, but all of them. But it's. I guess what I'm saying is it's not one you would think one would describe that way. But for me as an individual, it's going to be one of the greatest shows, if not the greatest show I've ever seen in my fucking life. And I cannot, trust me, people, get a ticket to the Halloween show, Battlecross at the Diesel Concert Lounge in Chesterfield. And be sure to check out all things Dipping Milk and Cookies podcast, the Michigan UFO Sightings and Paranormal Encounters podcast, all things Scream at the Sky, Kill the Imposter, Blood of Angels, War, and Filth Spewer. Come on. Check them all out. Links in the description below. Love you all to death. Without further ado, here it is, everyone. Episode 197. We get into it. Thank you! Love you all. Here we go. And we're back. Black. What up? It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while. We got some things to go over tonight. We've got some things in the news. We got some events that we've been to, but yeah, you said you wanted to start with something?
Yeah. It's actually kind of funny, really. The only reason I wanted to bring it up is because I was watching the last episode we did, and I want to formally apologize because towards the end of it, I was a little gone, like a little more than I normally am, and I feel like that kind of came across in like the mid part of that. But
really,
yeah, a little bit. At least I felt like. I don't know.
I didn't really notice it.
Yeah. No, because that was the second one that we did that night.
That's true. We did two back to back. The other one's not out yet, but it will be soon.
That's on me. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
That was kind of a tough one. Even still, I kind of watched that one back, and
it's on. It's on. If you get on our YouTube, you can watch it because it's on there. It's already uploaded, but it's private, so you can, because we just don't have a thumbnail yet. So you can go in and watch it. And then whenever we get the thumbnail done, it'll be up. But
no, a side note, like I don't know, this is the first one back. I know it's like
Aaron, watch every single one I've ever done, and just wait till you get to like 60. In between 60 and 80 minutes, you see me go.
Yeah. You're like, oh,
completely flip. But that's the brilliant part, because most people, according to YouTube, don't watch past the first 10 minutes. So if we're 80 minutes into a show, we're good.
That's fair.
We're good. That's the way I see it. We're good.
Yeah. We just kept going on and stuff, and like, it's just. Yeah, I mean, it's the first one back, so we were hanging out and just kind of.
It was the first one
shit,
back.
so.
We had just done one that was heavy, extra heavy, our Joey Jordison episode, and so we're had to lighten it up a fucking little bit. You know what I mean? Yeah. It had been a very long time since we'd gotten together at all, let alone to do a podcast. So. Yeah. No worries.
Yeah, it's all good.
It's all good.
I just want to mention
people
something.
love it. They love it. They love it.
Yeah.
They love it. They love seeing us get fucked up.
I normally don't get that far. Normally doesn't happen, but it did on that one. And it was because like, it does happen, but like to the point where like I don't notice it. But I just felt like I noticed it a bit more on this one than I did in previous ones.
And ultimately, Aaron, never forget where we started this thing. How we started this thing. We said from the beginning, no one's probably ever going to watch these, and ultimately we're doing them selfishly for ourselves. Ourselves.
Yeah.
And so as long as it entertains us, that was the other thing as well is like because I remember there were a couple more that were like that in the past, and like so I was like. I started like rewatching some of the older ones and kind of let me down, and I was like, "Yep, pretty good." Like, there's a lot in like times when, like, I mean, we've talked about this, off mic,
privately or whatever, but like, I have for whatever reason, I don't necessarily watch all the ones that we post and stuff like that. But I started, I went through and watched a few of the like as we were posting, I watched a few of the Murder Fest ones, which are awesome. Yeah.
Those are good ones. Yeah.
And then just a bunch of the solo ones that we did. I think I was just going off what was recommended to me.
Yeah.
On when I was flipping through it or whatever, and like there's some like. Actually, some really good episodes on there.
Some gems. I don't watch shit when I post it. It's like once every few months. Yeah. I'll like just be bored one night and just start watching a few of them.
Yeah.
And it's mostly honestly to like, how's the lighting? Is the lighting set up good? How's the set look? Is the sound fucked up? Yeah. And how are we? You know what I mean? Like how, because I like doing it that way. Coming in like. It kind of like in waves, because then like the last time I did it, I see improvement from the last time. You know what I mean? So it's like that's kind of cool.
Going forward, I want to try to to find some other way of filling up space rather than just using a like. Because that was the one thing that I caught on to the last episode. Well, I mean, given it has been a while, and I wasn't conscious of that going into it. But
hey, sometimes you notice it. Sometimes somebody points it out.
Yeah.
And somebody recently pointed out my ums. Yeah. And specifically though for the like the reflections and the reaction videos, the shorter videos and stuff where it's just me, mostly. And I since then have consciously been avoiding it, and honestly though it's helped. I feel like it's helped. I feel like it streamlines everything a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Like it keeps it going faster in a way.
There was a point where I was sitting there, and this was pretty far into that episode, which might have been the reason for what I was thinking or whatever for what I was talking about. But like there was a point where I was just sitting there and I was like I was like, all right.
In fairness, it's not. I don't feel like that's coming from you, like being on the microphone. It's you do that in normal. Look, when we're not on the microphone, it's just your train of thought. It's just, you know what I'm saying. So it's not. I get where you're coming from, but it's also, it's just you. It's fine.
It's not a conscious thing.
Yeah,
it's just a figure, But I don't know.
It's filling the gap. Yeah. It's filling space. Yeah. Dead air. Yeah. Or whether we're on the mic or not. Anyway.
Yeah. I don't know. This is a funny side note. I don't know. I just want to mention something.
What is that? This will be like episode 196, 66-ish. I think it's 196. So hey, 196 episodes, and we're finally figuring this shit out. That's what do all of them say? All the fucking musicians, the comedians, everyone I listen to. We are now 4 or 5. Yeah, we're about 3.5 years in this month, I think.
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah. That was.
It takes 10 years, is what they all say.
That was the other one I watched, was the 3-year one that we did recently. We were on the Zoom call.
Oh, the 3-year anniversary episode. Oh, well, I don't know if I ever went back and watched that one. Honestly,
that was we were just doing a Zoom call or whatever, just talking about stuff.
Because that was still during when we couldn't see each other, right?
Yeah. Or just shortly after that, I think.
Yeah.
Before that or whatever. But
that was. I should go back and watch that one. I don't remember that one. Probably good. Was it good?
Yeah,
I
liked it.
Nice.
There's a lot of
even when you go back and watch the first ones we did during pandemic, like the camera on my screen is like way down here, and it's like shooting up towards the ceiling pretty much, and immediately like things, you can literally watch the progression.
Yeah,
that's one of my favorite things about podcasts. It's dope to watch the progression.
Yeah, it's taken me a long time to. I mean, I'm still taking notes with that, and
yeah,
that is.
Oh, dude, the last episode we did, the first episode in the new studio, the fucking camera was all jinkety janked.
And we were talking through the camera halfway through.
And I don't know. The audio got fucked up.
I don't know how that happened.
I don't know either.
Or how it switched back randomly.
It switched back because we stopped recording.
Oh,
we took a break.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so when we turned it back on, that's probably what it was. As what I've noticed with this laptop sometimes is when if I have the camera up before I plug in the mixer, it'll just stay on the camera's mic.
Oh, okay.
But if I have the mixer already plugged in, then it'll go to that mic.
Yeah.
So I think that's what happened there. So, but to your point right there, the audio is a little bit fucked up, the camera angle is a little bit fucked up, and now and technically that was, so that means that the Joey Jordison one might be fucked up too. But
maybe.
Fuck it. I mean, you could still hear everything. So it was fine.
Yeah.
I did like watch it to the point so I could make sure that you could still hear everything once I noticed that.
Yeah. So hey.
Yeah. We're still learning.
DIY.
That's the fun part. That's the best. Yeah, DIY till you die.
DIY till you die.
DIY till you die, 100%. Just like so many of the fucking amazing bands that we've talked to on this podcast. All of them DIY till you die. Shout out to everyone.
What a segue, because we got some music stuff to talk about.
We
got shows. A little bit of
we got a lot of music stuff to talk about.
Yeah, a little bit of show review stuff. A little bit of some controversy. As I'm fully prepared to go in. By the way,
which now normally on this show we don't.
Right.
And
that was what I was thinking when I was bringing this up to you. I was like, how? And actually, all right. So I don't know if you want to like start this off, I guess, because I have a lead into it. I don't know if you want to talk about the I-96 show first, since it's in line with the festival stuff. It should be pretty obvious by now.
It's probably not. It's probably not, though. We're really burying the lead. We're really burying the lead on this one. You know what? Let's do the I-96 show first. We'll do that. Okay, so Aaron and I, last weekend we got to go to Riot at the Racetracks festival.
Fucking awesome, man.
Out there at the
that was really cool.
A place I didn't even know existed. It's about halfway in between Grand Rapids and Lansing, and it's the I-96 Motor Speedway off of
Lake Odessa.
The freeway I-96. Yeah. Lake Odessa, Michigan.
It is literally a dirt track in the middle of a field out like 2 minutes away from the freeway.
The middle of 10,000 cornfields. It's just, it looks like Iowa. Like, it's crazy. And so they had a show there, and you know what? Let me let's pull it up. Let's pull it up real quick here. The lineup. There we go. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Now, we have quite a bit to talk about in this one. First of all, okay, so the lineup, it started at 10 o'clock in the fucking morning. At least that's when gates were. Yeah. But the lineup, Torn Away, Bleed the Water, Dead and Buried, Into the Void, Yokai, Let It Rot, Nethergate, From Blue to Gray, Pestilent Age, Kill the Imposter, Carnus Immortalis, Throne, Filth Spewer, and headlining Convalescence. Now,
stacked
as fuck.
No.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Like Pestilent Age, Kill the Imposter, Carnus, Phil Spewer throwing the Convalescence alone, From Blue to Gray, Let It Rot, Yokai. Yeah, the only ones I've never really heard of, honestly, are Nethergate, Into the Void, Dead and Buried, Bleed the Water, and Torn Away. I think I've heard of.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Actually, I think I've seen them before. But those are the only ones I never heard of, and we did not get there in time to see any of them, sadly, but that's okay.
Yeah. I knew that Nethergate is the bassist from Carnus is the drummer for Nethergate.
No shit, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's
That's
pulling
pretty
double
cool.
duty that day, and I think
Wow.
I think the drummer from Carnus was doing something else. I think he was playing for maybe not for this show, maybe it was for the last one. I was thinking, but he's in another band too. So
I
they're
didn't know
both,
that.
yeah,
That's pretty cool.
yeah,
So this was a big one for us. First of all, it was going to be the first Convalescent show that you were able to attend with me this year.
yeah,
And also, it's the first time we got to see Kill the Imposter live, as well as finally meet Kill the Imposter, shout out, as well as finally meet Johnny Nobody, who was on our show a while back. Great episode. That's one I did go back and watch.
Yeah.
That's a great
That was
fucking
cool.
episode.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorites.
talking about all the weird stuff.
Oh,
at the end of it.
I love talking to him. And so we did finally. We walk in, we bank left. We find Seth was there from Recorruptor. Shout out to Seth and Recorruptor. And right there is the Kill the Imposter booth. Johnny standing there, recognizes us immediately walks up. It's high fives and hugs and everything. And he was just the coolest fucking guy. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, just the fucking coolest guy ever.
Yeah.
Like, he was, it was so fantastic to finally meet him in person. You know what I mean? That's the fun part. All these people that we've talked to on the podcast, 99.9% of them are all from different states, different parts of the country. And we only, to this day, I've only been able to meet a handful of them in person. And this was your first time meeting any of them in person. So that experience was everything I was hoping it would be and more. You know what I mean? Meeting him, how awesome he was, and then finally getting to see him live,
Man,
was
that's some intensity, man. Like,
oh my god!
and not like because they were a 4-piece, which I didn't know either. I
didn't realize that either.
Yeah. I thought that they had 2 guitar players and a bassist, but I thought they were, a 5-piece or whatever. But man, just the blood and the eyes and stuff, and like climbing on stuff and like
the energy.
Yeah, that was a really sick
We're
first
talking
impression of that show, man. Like
fairly unmatched.
Yeah.
In reality, there are only a select few bands that I can think of that can compare to that kind of energy on stage, and all of them are huge. Parkway, Parkway
reminded me of seeing Traders.
Okay,
because
that was one of the last shows we talked. That was one of the shows you went to that we talked about in the last episode down there at the Sanctuary.
One of those kind of like down tempo kind of bands that just
like
for the entire time that they're on stage, they just grab your attention.
Exactly, like Parkway, Recorruptor.
Yeah.
God damn it! I just had a fucking another one, a good one too. Hatebreed.
Oh yeah.
Definitely. But even with some of those ones, like no one was standing still on that on Kill the Imposter stage.
Yeah,
no one.
Yeah.
Like a lot of these other bands I'm talking about, like the guitarist or the bassist or whatever, because I can't even mention Lamb of God because the guitarists and bassists they don't really move around much. It's pretty much just Randy.
Yeah.
So I can't. That's how much fucking energy these guys had.
Yeah.
It's fairly uncomparable to a lot of big bands. The only one, honestly, like the ones I can compare it to are the younger bands, the ones that are fucking ferocious. Recorrupt, Lorna Shore, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Recorruptor, you guys, just the ones that are I'm not saying that these other bands aren't, but the ones that are still very, very, very hungry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of energy is what they put on that stage. They left it all out on that stage. They gave it it felt like they gave it everything, and it was I will never ever miss a Michigan date with Kill the Imposter ever in my life, because that is that's an amazing show.
Yeah. Well, and they were one of the first bands that we ended up watching, I think, because
we got there in time, I think, for Pestilent Age. I know we saw Pestilent Age.
Yeah.
I think we got there for the band before Pestilent Age, and then we saw them in Filth Spewer.
Yeah.
I think Filth Spewer came on after.
I think they were before.
Before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because they were supposed to be in place of Casket Robbery.
Shout out to Casket Robbery. Was supposed to play that one. We are bummed, but it'll just make, when we finally get to see him live again, that much better. That's the way I look at it.
I think, well, what was, to your point, what was cool with it was, I mean, given the bands that came after them, them being Throne and Carnus and Convalescence, like they all, I think Kill the Imposter definitely has a little bit closer of a feel to the Convalescence, I feel like, out of anybody on that lineup. In terms of, like, they're not super, like, their music isn't super technical. It's very, like, it's about the feeling. It's
so in terms of the music?
Yeah. Whereas, like, you know, you watch a band like, which we'll get to, like, you know, Filth and Carnus, who are a bit more busy as far as, like, guitar stuff.
You mean Throne and Carnus? You said Filth.
Okay. Well, yeah, I was thinking because of
the last shows, yeah,
because of I was making the
comparison. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. In any case, see, I think there's something to be said about, you know, like they all, like, all the bands that we ended up seeing that night, everybody that played, for, like, they're all sounded really good as far as, like, being outside on the stage and stuff.
Stage was actually pretty dope too. It had a sick drum area.
Yeah. It was all, like, off the back of it and stuff, kind of, like, raised up a little bit,
which gave everybody else, like, that much more ample room.
Yeah.
You know, that was really cool.
Yeah. Everybody kind of had the room to move and stuff. I think, and that's kind of what separates it, is really just the style of what it was. But I think that, you know, where Kill the Imposter and I guess Filth Spewer, really, because they were kind of the same, like, they were both, you know, in the technical side of things, but they mostly kept it very, like, you know, very just down tempo, very, like, heavy, very something easy to kind of, like, you know, it was like a bunch of mosh pit songs basically.
Yeah.
Like, just a bunch of, you know, and
I mean, I would definitely say Convalescence, or I would definitely say Kill the Imposter leans way more towards hardcore.
Yeah.
Whereas Convalescence probably sonically at least leans more towards like blackened Midwestern metal, whatever that is.
I guess a little bit closer to Throne than, so that's kind of why that made sense.
Musically, yeah.
I guess, well, I mean, Convalescence has a little more, like, breakdown stuff, they're a little more deathcore than,
and they do the symphonics. They got the keyboards.
Yeah.
So
it's a little more of an actual stage production than it is.
Very much so. Yeah. Whereas Kill the Imposter is raw.
Yeah.
They just they need nothing.
Yeah.
They just need them and their instruments on that fucking stage. You know, and they just fucking destroy.
Yeah.
Like,
and it's not. I was thinking this the whole time, and I'm glad that we brought this up. It's not. I mean, it is because of the name that I make this connection, but he really reminds me of Johnny Plague from Winds of Plague.
Yo,
like, he's got that same kind of, like.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I didn't either till I was just like, I don't know, like, because I was I was gonna bring up that when I met Johnny Plague, I had the same response of, like,
I didn't know you met Johnny.
Yeah, it was at the Loft a long time ago.
Well, so for the As I Lay Dying show,
yeah.
Okay, yeah, the one I missed.
Yeah, dude, that was
so stupid.
I still remember that show pretty vividly.
Not a fan of As I Lay Dying, really, but I am a huge Winds of Plague fan.
Yeah, I think because they played that Mayhem Fest too. I think I've seen him a couple of times on that. But he had that same kind of, like, draw into the crowd. Like, he made that same kind of, like, that just power to it. You know what I mean? He was also
and the raw energy.
Yeah, but I also like, for no other reason than just the height. Like, I felt like they were kind of, like, the same height. Like, I felt like they were just kind of the same, like, build or whatever. Like, they reminded me of each other. I don't know.
So many lead singers are shorter than me. It trips me out.
Well,
if you ever, like, in Metal Headbangers Journey, you see Dion standing next to the rest of his band. He's like half their height.
Yeah.
You know, Ozzy's short. Like, so many great lead singers are. Yeah. I think Josta's pretty short.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Seems
so.
Yeah.
You've met him, haven't you?
Yeah,
You met
we-
Josta, yeah.
Fucking Harpo.
Oh, we both did. That's right. Yeah, he is fucking short.
Standing next to him, I was just like we were about the same height or whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but yeah. So
We're not that tall.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, in any case, like it was really sick to see them finally after. And that was
so sick.
Yeah, that was and like to kind of I don't know if everybody kind of like. Because by the time they went on, it was getting a little later. I don't know if like there were bands that were there that just kind of like dipped out or whatever. I don't know if
Kill the Imposter?
Yeah. I don't know if by that time more people just kind of left or whatever because it was a little bit later on in the night.
And it did seem like because like before, wasn't it like before they went on, they were already breaking down their merch table? Remember when I got this and everything?
Yeah, we
like,
talked about
so it was
that.
kind of like,
Yeah.
you guys are already breaking it down? Like,
Yeah.
I didn't realize they were leaving. So, it did seem like the place, it was a weird, I really thought there'd be 10 times more people there than there were.
Yeah.
I can't believe it didn't sell out.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Like it was insane.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, I wonder if because it did seem like there was a lot of open space.
Yeah.
Like, especially where the merch stuff was at.
Yeah. So maybe there were bands there earlier that had already taken off.
Could've been, yeah.
The crowds coming in and out. Yeah, I could see that.
Definitely. Only because I don't really. Well, I don't know. I guess you really didn't see it with Metal Fest. But a lot of times, especially with bands that kind of like start the day. It started at 10 a.m. or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
But the first band probably went on at 12, so I'm
Probably.
sure there was a lot that kind of filed in and out, brought their crowd or whatever with them and stuff.
Yep.
So and like by the end of the night, it was weird that they like shut off the speaker that was playing the music. So when the bands were like in between the set, it was just quiet.
Yeah, it was just silent.
That was really weird.
That was weird. There was no like buffer music.
But at the same time, like there was something about, like just being out in a dirt parking lot or just a dirt track, really.
Yeah, it was just a dirt field.
Yeah, just like band on stage, nothing
Dust.
flashy. Yeah.
You remember how fucking dusty our shoes were?
Yeah, I'm still stomping it out from.
Yeah.
Like that was just. It was so like. It felt really like underground. It felt really like
it did.
Like Wild West kind of. I think that was
Yeah.
what you said when we were. Yeah.
Actually, that's a good. Yeah, it did kind of feel like just Wild West show.
It was kind of. Outside of the. Because Detroit shows are always going to be. I feel like, at least if the band's notable, they're always going to be pretty intense. But like this one, it was cool to see like. The first one being back at at something like this that was a bigger festival. It was kind of like smaller bands, I'd say. Like they were outside of like the Convalescence and stuff.
No, besides Convalescence and Kill the Imposter, I don't think, and I don't know about Filth Spewer, but I don't think any of the others are national acts. Kill the Imposter and Convalescence are.
Yeah.
I'm not aware that any of the others are.
Yeah. Throne may as well be.
They made from Blue to Gray.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Them too.
Shit.
Yeah, they've been on a ton of stuff.
Yeah. Carnus. Yeah. All of them.
Yeah.
All of them could be. Carnus killed it too.
Yeah, dude. That was cool to see that. I'm glad that. I guess. Well, should probably talk about Convalescence.
Yeah.
Because there was something that happened, which gave.
We do need to talk about that.
It gave the two bands at the end, which are Throne and Carnus, a little bit more time. Which Carnus, they only played a couple of songs because they were working.
They
on
actually
new stuff
they said they gave us more time, but we're not going to use it.
They only had whatever for their set and stuff. Which,
which I get.
Yeah.
That's completely understandable.
Yeah.
We have this prepared. You know what I mean? So that's good.
Yeah.
But what we're talking about is, you want to bring it up? Actually, the post.
So we had kind of, sorry, I mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
We had a little bit of a run-in with Keith before.
Yep.
Later,
right. We had gotten there. I think were grabbing a beer, and I was running to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And as I was walking into the bathroom, I saw Keith walking out, and I was like, "Hey, Keith, what's up?" And we just passed by each other really quick. And then I went in, I came out, and you and Keith were standing there talking.
Yeah.
And that's when Keith told us what was going on.
Yeah. Well, I was a little hesitant at first because I saw I saw the warning signs of like something's off, like something's going on.
How did you end up walking up to him?
Well,
because you were over just across the way at the beer tent.
Yeah.
Across the pathway.
Yeah. I
And so he came out and just stopped there.
Well, I don't know if he like came. He was just like standing over there.
He was just standing over there. Okay.
So I wasn't sure. I mean, there's it's a metal show. There's a lot of people that look pretty similar.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure at first. So I kind of
it's the one place we can get lost in a crowd.
Yeah. So I made a little I made a motion or whatever, and just I just waved or something.
Yeah.
Waved back or whatever. So I walked over and I was like, what's up? What's going on or whatever? And like just kind of shooting the shit. And
It's pretty dope that he recognized you.
yeah,
That was awesome.
Yeah, it was one of the first times that had ever happened throughout.
Right.
I mean, just
And for it to be Keith.
yeah,
Like,
that was cool. So yeah, we got started talking about it, and then that was kind of when I found out that he was dealing with some health issues and stuff. I don't know how far you want to get into it. It's not really.
I mean, he posted it,
Yeah.
so I feel like we can talk about it. We're not breaking any news here.
Yeah.
He had I believe the way he described it was he had like I think it was a kidney stone that led to a UTI that led to another kidney stone or something along those lines. He
was told it was. Feels weird talking about somebody else's medical stuff.
We'll just read the post. Just read what he said.
Well, so yeah, it was from the post. I've been dealing with what I was told is UTI for a couple days. Wanted to perform and not let you guys down. I thought I could tough it out. Turns out it was a 5mm kidney stone. I was passing the next couple of days. This was this was 4 days ago. Won't go into that. And if you know, you know.
Well, you're right. It is kind of touchy talking about medical stuff, isn't it?
So I guess.
But what I'll say is,
in any case,
someone very close, someone as close as you can possibly get to me in my family, so that should narrow it down for you, has suffered a bunch of kidney stones in recent years. They had a medical. I don't remember. There was something causing them. I can't remember what it was, but. Oh my God! Like Have you ever? I've never had one.
No.
And I will tell this story. One time, this was a story that was kind of passed down through my family a little bit. My grandpa once had a fucking. This was my grandpa. All right. Yeah. He fucking had a kidney stone. Didn't know it. He was out at the bar, and he goes to go to the bathroom, and. He can't piss, and his dick balloons up like a balloon. Swear to fucking God.
I don't know, I wanted in my life,
and I don't know what was used, but he used something and popped it through the hole to relieve the situation on his own in the bathroom at a bar in Detroit. That was my grandpa.
Fuck,
so
man.
That shit runs in my family, and I've never had one or anything. I do believe that I've had a UTI before, because that's like the kind of thing where it's like you feel like you have to pee but you can't. And I have had that before, so, and that's torture. That's torture. Like, you don't want to sit down, you can't stand up, there's just no way to relieve it. Like, it's absolute fucking torture. So for him to be going through that on top of, what did he say, a 5mm kidney stone,
which I guess,
my fucking God.
Which I think that was found out after he got there.
Right. Yeah, and he made this post from the hospital.
Yeah.
From the hospital. He actually texted me from the hospital. He was like, I'm sorry I couldn't. But I was like, dude, like, as long as you're fucking okay, like, that's all that matters. Like, that is all that matters. Like, it's okay. It's just gonna make the Halloween show that much better. Like, it's all right. You're good. Just what I feel bad about is these motherfuckers just can't catch a break.
Man, yeah, it's been
like, there is nothing. There's nothing that anyone. There's no one else at this point that deserves it more than they do, and there is no other modern band that, like, current brand, like, how do I want to say this? Newer. They're not that new. I guess when you hear the stories that they have to tell about all the shit that they've had to fucking go through, you usually hear about that from bands that started in the 90s or earlier. You don't usually hear about it from bands that started in the 2000s unless they're Slipknot, but Slipknot even started in the late 90s. So, it's just like there's nothing. There's nothing you can throw at them that they haven't. You know what I'm saying? They have everything broken. They've played through broken bones. Illnesses, just barely being able to breathe. Like, they have almost died multiple times while on the road. Absolutely hair-raising stories.
It's funny you bring that up, because that was one of the things I actually rewatched the other night. Was the story about the clip. Yeah. Oh my God. It's on there if anybody wants to check it out.
LITD clips.
A lot of stuff we're talking about, but man, that's still just I get chills every
Isn't
time
that
I hear that.
fucking insane story, dude? Like,
You know, so off of that, like, and this was September 13th. The Riot at the Racetrack was September 18th. But they made a post saying that their drummer tested positive for COVID. They had to cancel
the 10-year anniversary part leg leg 2 tour. Yes,
like
with that was going to be also the whole tour was going to be with Kill the Imposter and a few others.
Yeah.
And they did, the drummer tested positive for COVID. Convalescence was still able to play a few festival dates like Riot at the Racetracks because I think they had a fill-in drummer, but they couldn't get one for the whole fucking tour. As a result, they had to cancel, which is, it is absolutely heartbreaking. That's just another example of every fucking thing that can go wrong with. It fucking breaks my heart because nobody deserves it more than that. And they keep going. And so it breaks my heart, but it's also inspirational.
Oh, yeah, dude.
It's also like, I look at them and I'm like, if they're still going, I have no excuse.
Yeah.
I have no excuse to not keep pushing in whatever I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they have everything. Like they've faced every sort of adversity that you can as a band, pretty much. And yet they still put on, every time I've ever seen them, they put on an amazing show. Everything they drop blows me away.
Yeah.
They're relentless, but they're also unfucking believably talented.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
especially this current lineup.
Yeah.
They seem to really have something good there.
Yeah. That was the reason I was kind of bad. I mean, I picked up some merch from Kill the Imposter and was looking at a few others, but when I found out that happened, I was like, we were talking because I didn't have a copy of Monument before, and I was like, and then found out that happened, and I was like, all right, well, least I could do is get a copy of something, like,
absolutely
help them out a little
absolutely
bit.
No, show or no show, we move the needle.
Yeah.
And
it was
try to help it anyway. Like, and I wasn't mad at all.
Oh.
I was concerned. I was more concerned, and I was just happy that, to find out the next day that he's all right. And
that was,
you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's because that post that you were just talking about was the next day, and that's all that mattered. That's all that mattered at that point. So,
well, because they were, I remember standing there, they were talking about it. I guess this is the last thing I'll say about it, but like, I don't know, there was a point where there was like, it could have possibly been a little more than that, a little more serious and stuff.
Yes, yes,
and
it's true. It could have been like a fucking kidney infection or something.
Like, so to our knowledge, as of right now, not trying to put anything else out there, but to our knowledge, the post is, that's been made. That's, that's what we know right now.
But as far as I know, as he's home, resting, getting better.
Yeah.
Like he's like everything seems to be good. And I believe that they are playing next weekend at a giant festival, I think in Florida.
Let's see.
I want to say.
I just had it open.
It could be
they
wrong.
had select dates. So
because they're still doing the festivals.
Yeah. So 9/18, which is the Riot at the Racetrack. 9/26.
That's the one.
Which is in a few days.
Yeah.
Florida, Rebel Rock.
That's the one. Yep.
Is
it fucking like Judas Priest headlining that or some shit?
I don't know.
Is that one?
Says
I know.
The Used. So they're.
Well, I think it's a multi-day thing.
Rock. Yeah, probably.
I know they're playing a show in Florida where Judas Priest is headlining, which I'm just so fucking happy for them.
Well, that one, that's insane. So that one, I guess the headliners are, at least what's on the thing is the Incubus, Five Finger, and Rise Against. But it's a 24th through the 26th.
Hey,
let's see if I can't find.
High tide raises all ships. That'll be a giant fucking crowd they get to play for. That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, and before that, they were at Incarceration.
That was the other one. Yeah.
Huge
crowd. Huge. Super happy for them.
Yeah, man.
So they did have some good ones, and they do still have some major festival dates.
Yeah.
They won't be doing the rest of the tour, but hey, who knows? Maybe it'll free them up to hop back on the show.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Anytime,
hey.
man. Like, yeah.
We would love Icer. Shout out to Icer. Shout out to who else did we talk to? Ron. We talked to. I haven't gotten to talk to Katie yet. My other Children of Bodom fan. I really want to talk to you. There was a few of them that we talked to. I can't remember everybody. Toby.
Yeah.
I feel like Ron, Toby, and there was. I'm so sorry.
There's so many of them.
We had some great pictures. I'll post them.
Yeah.
We got some great pictures. In any case, that was still an amazing show. Throne got a longer set as a result of Convalescence not being so. Throne really headlined.
Man,
they destroyed, fucking destroyed.
That was, well, for one, it was like that was closing out the night.
Yeah, that was it. It was the final. Yeah,
and like there's something about like I don't know, just the wind was going. It was a full moon behind the track, or behind the stage.
Yep.
You know, like they sounded great. Like. Dude,
just
it was
the nastiest death metal you've ever fucking heard.
Like I was pretty blown away by that. I was like, you know, because I saw them. I think I saw them at Max. We might have played with them, or you
have, you played. Yeah. I think was it at that?
No, that was a different one. Yeah,
it was a different one. You're right. It was it the one with Fit? Didn't you open for a Fit for an autopsy at Max? I think it might have been that. Maybe. Or a Recorruptor show.
Maybe
one of those two.
Yeah, but in any case, so it was
because that was the first time I saw him.
Yeah, outside of that, for the just it was, I was floored, man. I was like, they're unreal. Yeah, they're so fucking good. And like it was cool to see a band like them, you know, just have fun with it because they were, you know, you could tell that like, you know, they were just up there just having the time of their lives with it, like just laughing about stuff. I think their guitar player, their vocalist guitar player broke a string in the last song. So like right in the middle of it, without even stopping. Right. Yeah, without even stopping, brings the case out on stage, opens it up, tunes it a little bit, and connects right back to it. Doesn't miss a beat, and then like ends up at the solo and stuff. And they close the song out. I was like, dude, this is
pro.
Yeah,
pro. Like they are pros.
Their drummer blew me away too, man.
Like, they were on the first leg of the Convalescence tour, so they were on. You know, I'd seen them a few times, and yeah, they are. In terms of like Michigan bands about to pop, that's one of them for sure.
They're getting on everything, just about.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's what you do. That's what Dahlia did. Battlecross did. Recorruptor. That's what they all. You know, that's the thing. That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do 100%. So, yeah, in any case, it was an amazing show. Huge shout out to the Convalescents. Bummer we didn't get to see them, but still just happy that everybody's all right.
Yeah.
And no, we're as diehard as they come. So ain't nothing going to stop us from loving them to death forever. Absolutely not. And nothing also will ever stop us from missing one of their shows. No matter what, one of us will fucking always be there.
Dude, that Halloween show is gonna be
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unfucking hands down. Besides Riot at the Racetracks, that one is probably my most anticipated show of the entire year. Like out of everything that we're talking about going to, that one is the one because that's a once in a lifetime.
Yeah,
it's a once in a lifetime. That lineup's never gonna happen again. And Casket's supposed to be there. Casket. If you need some fill-in musicians, I can facilitate. All right, we need Megan and we need her. Oh my god, I just blanked on his name. Son of a bitch. I'm so sorry, man. What's his name? Who was on our show? God damn it! I'm such an asshole. I'm so sorry.
Hang on.
I'm so bad with fucking names.
I don't remember either. They're just
so bad. But yeah, they've been. I think they're back in the studio right now. Speaking of them, I think they've been posting at least that they're back, that they're in that we're recording something. Follow up to The Hidden, The Hideous, amazing.
Amazing.
I haven't heard that yet. So amazing, fucking that track rips. I want it. We might have to come up with like a singles section for the Filthy 15 just to include that.
That's
honestly, like we've never done that before.
Best songs.
We've never really done EPs either.
Yeah.
But this year we are, because buckle the fuck up. All my favorite things. Yeah.
We have to do like favorite song of the year. Fucking.
No. No, I can't do that.
Yeah, that would be.
That's way too hard. Nope. No, it's not. Paint the Sky with Blood. Song of the year. What are you looking up?
I'm trying to find, to give a proper shout out.
For the show?
Jesus Christ, yeah.
Okay, I got it.
Yo, keep going.
Oh, casket robbery?
Yeah.
Lineup? I got the...
It's Corey, isn't it?
Corey, thank you. Jesus fucking Christ. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Sorry, man. Sorry.
So bad.
Terrible. Blank it out. Yeah.
I'm actually surprised I remember Keith and Johnny's name. But we hit that pretty good. Huge shout out to Casket Robbery. They are supposed to be on that Halloween show that is just going to be on another level. So in any case, hopefully we can talk to some people from Convalescence back on the show soon. And they got a lot. They're working on a lot. They're working on a lot of things. Yeah. The new album's done. They recorded it. I don't know if it's done. They recorded it. Haven't heard any new songs yet. They haven't played any new ones live, at least. So hopefully we get that before the end of what if they line
Oh, could be Halloween release. I bet. I'd be surprised if that doesn't happen. At least like another song or another like.
If on top of all the bands being at that show, if on top of all that, it's a Convalescence release show.
I can see that.
Nope. I'm gonna die. I'm not coming home. I'm dying in that venue that night. I'm just dead. Died. I peaked. That was the peak. That's the peak.
Pretty much.
It's just going down from there.
Yeah.
That would be insane.
Yeah.
That would be insane. Oh my God. I can't even imagine. I hope so.
Yeah.
The having to cancel the rest of the tour might free him up to do something like that. So.
Oh, you know.
The only thing you know what, we definitely need that as many of them as we can get on the show in October. I'm gonna hit them up this week because they all just had an experience, but I don't know how much they can talk about it because the video doesn't come out till Devil's Night. But they went to the Penhurst Asylum.
Oh shit!
Which is a major haunted location in the United States. Every TV show, all the haunted shows have always been. It's one of my bucket list locations, and they got to go there and spend the night.
Damn.
And I think they even did it in their makeup.
Wow.
And they did it with like a paranormal YouTuber. I can't remember their name, but that video comes out, I think, on Devil's Night is when it drops. And I have not gotten to ask Keith yet about that experience.
Man.
And I so badly want to. So badly. I was going to last Saturday, but we only saw him for a second, and I didn't want, Yeah. But it was, I really hope we can get. We are putting together quite a situation for October. I'm hoping to be very, very, very busy with the podcast this October because in the next week we're going to hit up basically everyone.
Let's not.
And it's not even like I'm not even hitting up everyone to be like, do you want to come back for a full episode? Even if you just maybe send in a clip, a story, an audio bite, anything like
that'd be cool.
And that we could, if you don't want to come back for a full episode, totally fine. But if you have anything you want to share at all,
some kind of
just send it my way. We'll put it in. I'll let you know what episode we put it in, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So everybody that watches this, if you are watching this right now and you have any stories, if you have ever experienced anything you would describe as paranormal and you have a story you'd like to share with us, please reach out. There's actually another YouTuber just hit me up. We're hoping to have her on. So we got, there's quite a few, maybe some new guests, maybe some repeat guests, maybe just some clips. We'll see what ends up happening. But we are doing a lot for this October. Probably should do another Multiverse Murder Fest too, but we'll see what happens with that. And we got a lot cooking.
We can't give away all the secrets.
Can't give away all the secrets.
Can't let them know the secret sauce right now, but yes.
Not yet. Not yet. We are.
I'm excited.
I am too.
I always look forward to this part of the year.
It's funny because normally I dread it. Normally I dread it the end of summer. I'm a summer guy. I like the summer.
So am I.
I like hot nights. I like hot days. I like, when the sun's down and it's still 75 degrees outside, it's my that's my jam.
Yeah.
But and I still hate the fact that summer's over this year, but I feel like I've never been more excited for fall for whatever reason.
Yeah,
I don't really know why. It's kind of a weird, just this year for whatever reason, I'm just really fucking happy that it's fall. It's literally it's the fall equinox today.
Yeah.
Today, well, really kind of starting yesterday and last night, the rains came, and it's not going to stop for another day, and that has brought in the cold. So it is like literally the day of the fall equinox. Yeah. Fall kicked the fuck in.
Oh yeah.
It was
real way
lined up. Oh yeah. I saw a fucking meme earlier that was like Michigan went from 85 to 55 like it saw a state trooper on the freeway.
Yeah, I saw that.
I was fucking dying.
Yeah.
I was fucking dying. But
like as soon as
this because it's real.
Yeah. Oh man, like all day today I've been struggling to like. Just like I don't know when it gets to be like that when it's like gloomy outside, like, I just want to like lay around and just watch movies and shit.
Right.
Like,
right.
So,
I feel that.
Been a little struggle getting moving today, but yeah, dude.
Motivated.
Like, yeah. As soon as I like went to go walk outside, I was like saw it outside. I heard like the wind going. And I was like, it's hoodie season finally.
It's spooky season.
That too. Yeah.
It's spooky season. It's spooky season. And this season's gonna be quite a bit spookier than most. You know what? I know you're saying don't give away all the secret sauce. I'm of course not, but we do hope to have. It's been a while since we've talked to Sassman.
He's out there, man.
No, I know he's out there. Oh, he's very out there. He's always out there, Aaron. He never stops. Yeah. He's always squatching. So hopefully we get a call in at some point from the Sass Man. Maybe more than one. Maybe he's extra busy.
Yeah.
In the October season.
Yeah.
We will see what happens. But
yeah, always looking forward to the Halloween episode.
We really had fun last year.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Didn't even know half of that was going on until
and shit. The year before that, I got so drunk, I passed out halfway through the fucking episode.
Oh yeah,
remember that shit?
That's right. Yeah. That's still out there.
Yep.
So here I am opening this one up, being like, man, I was couldn't even. Well, and I've had a few of those too in the past, so.
It's the best.
We're both pretty guilty of that.
It's the best. But in any case, we'll wrap it up. It's Riot at the Racetrack was fucking awesome. Huge shout out to everybody's there, especially Kill the Imposter, Convalescence, Throne, Filth Spewer. I'm gonna reach out to them. They really impressed us. If you've never heard of Filth Spewer, check them out. Very, very impressive. Really loved their sound, and I did get to talk to them a little bit, and they were super cool. So hopefully we'll be able to get them on the show at some point in the future as well. Right at the Racetrack, though, Throne, Carnus, everybody from Blue to Gray, everybody just fucking killed it, and it was a great time, and we're just happy that Keith is okay, and we cannot fucking wait to see him again on Halloween, and maybe even sooner on the show. We'll see.
Yeah. I would say they're Field Spewer, South Bend, Indiana.
Oh, really? South Bend?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
that's real close to Michigan. Yeah. It's like right by the border.
Couple hours out.
Yeah.
But hey, we I want to make sure before I say anything.
You good?
I want to bring this up.
Oh, is that today?
Yeah. Well, okay. It was 14 hours ago.
Huge shout out. Maybe I'll you know what? Maybe I should trim this part out and I'll put it as a clip.
Or we just do it after this episode, I guess.
No. We'll do it right here. We'll do it right here. Yeah. Huge shout out.
Yes, man.
Go take it.
Well, so
huge.
We have a special shout out. Rich, our boy Rich.
Rich from A Suffocating Lie, lead vocalist.
Boy's 31 today.
He turned 31 years old today. Rich, happy fucking birthday, my brother.
Yeah, man.
You fucking rule, man. And I hope today was nothing but heavy metal wonders for you.
Yeah, man.
I saw that earlier. I was like, my boy's birthday.
Yeah, man.
He's one of the ones we haven't even gotten to meet in person yet, but when we do, it's him and I texted back and forth once on Instagram, I think, and I can't remember what prompted me to say it, but I ended up saying, brothers don't shake hands, brothers gotta hug. And he fucking, like when we finally meet them, it's gonna be nothing but hugs.
Yeah.
And I can't fucking wait.
We gotta have them back on too.
Yeah,
It's been a little while.
I should. Yeah, I will. Yeah, you know what? It has been. They should be working on something new by now too, hopefully. But yeah, huge shout out to Rich, 31 years old, September. What is the date? 22nd.
23rd.
Well, it's after midnight. That was so his birthday is 22nd. So
22nd,
technically it's still the 22nd for us. But, huge shout out to Rich. Happy birthday, man. 31. Wow. That's fucking amazing. And I hope you had a fucking great fucking birthday, man.
Blast that. Hey, look at that. You're on their Instagram.
I am?
Couple pages down, yeah.
Oh, no
Right
shit.
up top.
Holy fuck.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna blast that Moral Collapse. If you haven't heard it, you should. You fucking up.
You are
Doing it
fucking.
wrong.
If you haven't heard that album, you are fucking up.
By now. And you follow us.
Seriously.
And you don't know about.
Seriously. I mean, you know, we haven't done many of these lately, so it hasn't been as much lately, but typically, God damn it, what's the Different World, right? That's the opening track. Yeah, that fucking is one of my podcast pump up songs. I listen to that one, and it's like even still for all the anything solo I do, Die With Me in Hell, Dark Reflections, Dark Reactions, that I every time I sit down on the mic I'm nervous. So like I have to get pumped up and into a certain headspace to do it, and fucking that is one of the songs ever since I first heard it, ever since they were on, and absolutely one of the best out there, and they deserve all of your attention and support. What we should do now is take you and I. You know what? You and I are going to take a short break, and we're going to come right back, and then we're going to get into.
We got
what we buried, the lead that we buried earlier.
Yeah.
So, for everybody else, we'll be back in literally right now. So. Normally, we don't do things like get into controversy because let's be real, we don't care.
Most time, yeah.
This person said whatever about that person. It doesn't matter. It doesn't change any way we view anybody or anything like that. Other than maybe the person talking shit. It's like, what are you doing talking shit? So normally we don't really get into it, and. I had no interest in even getting into this one until today.
Yeah, I wasn't either.
Yeah.
I was going to bring it up in the way that I did, but like I didn't think it was something we were going to talk about until
I saw what I saw today, which infuriated me.
Shots have been fired. We'll just say. And
so I guess let's just get last weekend at Riot Fest. MGK decided to throw some shade at Slipknot, who was headlining that night.
Closing out the festival. And they were playing at the same time. Slipknot got about an hour.
Throwing shade at the headliner.
Yeah.
Okay.
From the side stage, where apparently everybody was leaving to go watch Slipknot, as you do.
Duh.
I mean, like. And I was hesitant about like texting you this because I feel like it would come off better here. But like, if I were in that position where they were like, "Hey, you can get on this festival, you can play it, but you're closing it out, and by the way, Slipknot's going to be on main stage at the same time," I'd be like, "Nope."
Like, why would I even
do it?
Why
Sorry.
would I even play?
Yeah,
there's going to be nobody there.
You're playing to the sound guy.
Yeah, literally.
But yeah, so this has been.
So all I do go get before today was that he was like, at least I'm not a 50-year-old guy wearing a mask.
Yeah.
He said that on stage, and then everyone went nuts, and I was like, haha, like he's about to get his career ruined again because he already did it with Eminem.
Yeah.
And
Well, yeah.
which is hilarious because like when that whole Eminem thing went down, it was hilarious to me because I saw a video. I don't know if it's still on YouTube or not, but many like 10, 15 years ago, somewhere in there, I saw a video on YouTube of him sitting on the steps in front of St. Andrew's Hall where he was going to perform later that night in downtown Detroit. And there was cell phone footage of him sitting, somebody was just like laying down a beat and he was covering an Eminem song. So he's obviously a huge fucking Eminem fan.
Yeah.
And then he decides, and it was obviously just he thought he could get publicity because Eminem was hot at the moment. Ended up ruining his career, and he had to become a pop punk pink guitar pretending to play little bitch.
Power chords and shit. Like,
excuse me.
But there is more to this story, which is what gets.
But what I was gonna say is that
Right.
At that point where it was just him, there's about 50-year-old guy wearing on stage. I was like, "Who? You're stupid for saying that. Everyone is stupid for running the story. It's nothing. Nobody cares. Well, who cares? Why is this even a thing?" And then we found out what the thing actually was.
Well, and that's what kind of got my attention with it, because at first, like, you know, Loudwire, Metal Hammer, Metal Sucks, Metal Inject, they always run these stupid like tabloid clickbait,
tabloid,
type, you know, articles and stuff. And so that's what I thought this was. I was like, oh, okay, well, that's just, you know, it's another old Kardashians wearing a cannibal shirt, whatever.
Right.
I don't fucking care. Who cares?
Exactly.
Like, it's not, you missing the point. So like that was kind of what I thought this was initially, and
Me too.
And then I found out that like a few days after that happened, that I think it was like some other YouTube page was talking about it.
Okay.
And they brought up the fact that like, so that happened, and then I guess while he was recording, well, MGK I guess was recording his last album, he tried to get a spot from Corey Taylor on one of the songs, apparently. And this was all put out by the exact, like, all the texts are out there. It's all like, it's all out there and stuff. He's basically like, Corey was, you know, his whole response was like, look, I heard the song. He's like, I don't think I'm a good fit for this. He's like, I appreciate it, you know, the offer and all this stuff. Like,
he was super cool.
Yeah.
He was like, I wish him nothing but the best. I appreciate the offer. I just don't think I'm a good fit.
Yeah.
That was it.
And yeah, it's all there. Like, it's all, you know, all the back and forth stuff. And so my thinking was, you know, you put on the last day of the show with the same band that kind of rejected what you were doing a little bit. And Corey recently, or like even before all that happened, was talking about like, you know, I was tired of all, you know, of the somebody trying to, didn't say specifically who, but was like new artists trying to rip off something that happened years ago and just trying to get big for it because it's, you know, it's the nostalgic thing, I guess. Which is true. You know, it's coming back in a pretty big way right now, for better or worse. I feel like that's the whole other topic about nostalgia and everything like that. But like, so that like,
but on top of all that, MGK also said that that Corey had done the spot and it was bad, so he rejected it and Corey got mad.
Yeah.
So MGK was literally lying.
Yeah.
Like trying to cover his own ass, basically.
Let me see if I can pull that up real quick. But so yeah, I mean, we're just kind of rehashing it anyway. I mean, if you're watching this and you're, you know kind of the deal, it's kind of current news stuff. But to me, it's like, for one, I'm sick of it because like it just, to me, it feels very forced. It feels very like, you know, I got basically kicked out of the last genre I was doing, so let me try to cash in on this other thing. And there was another article, or there was a video interview that was going around with him saying that, oh, he's tired of the fact that, like, you know, bands are wearing like Vans on stage and everything, and it's like, it's all like the fashion and stuff, and it's like, well, you're missing the entire point. Like, you know, it's not about that. Like, that's, you know, like it's never been about the fashion. It's always been about the music stuff. Like, it's,
we don't have, metal doesn't have fashion. We have a uniform.
Yeah. So you know, just to say all that stuff, and then I don't know, it just like just trying to cash in on like the old sound of something that happened that was huge.
And he's also like to me, this is part of the reason why I don't like talking about like this kind of bullshit is because now we're talking about it. You know, we're bringing him more attention,
right?
Which ultimately is I think was his goal in even saying anything at all.
Sure, you like
this is publicity.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if you know, I mean, bad any controversy is good, I guess.
Really, any news is good.
Yeah.
You know, as long as your name is in the headlines, then people are
And I guess the obvious thing is to go after the arguably like one of the biggest bands going right now, still going, and for, you know, after all the losses and stuff that they've gone through, after everything, like you really think that what you're gonna say? He stuttered, by the way, halfway through saying that about the mask thing, which is which is weird to me because like even after it was kind of like a lukewarm response after he said what he said, it was like, oh, what's everybody's favorite like candy or whatever? It's like, okay,
what?
Yeah, I was like, okay, like obviously you're just talking shit just to say it, like because you think it's, you know, and I guess to that point, like it has done enough to, you know, to make the rounds on the news sites, like everybody knows about it and stuff. But
it's everywhere.
It's very like high school to me.
It's
very like, well, I have to use.
It's very I want attention.
Yeah, instead of actually, you know, and I don't know if you've heard any of it. I don't know if you've seen any of his live performances. I don't know if like. It's not really worth watching, but I'm biased because I can't stand it. I like Travis Barker as a drummer. I always feel like he's had a little bit, you know, I mean, his whole story is pretty crazy as far as like, you know, his health issues and stuff. And obviously, you know, with Blink and everything, I've never been a big fan of that band either.
Same.
But it's, you know, I mean, if you're going to go for this kind of sound, if you're going to go for this kind of style, why not try to get somebody that like a face, you know what I mean? And try to like, you know, do something with, and to, you know, fair play, fair point to that credit. But at the same time, like, you know, it's just not good. Like, I don't know how else to say it. It's just not good.
Didn't work.
Like it would be different if it were like, you know, if this all came together and it was actually like, you know, if we're energetic and it brought something new and something different to that sound and that style. But instead it just sounded kind of like a local band on Warped Tour, man, trying to get that kind of attention and stuff. Like I don't know, like I have a lot to say and I'm not really sure where to go with it, but I will say that, you know, it's a thing that's reoccurring as far as like, you know, I mean, right now the world is kind of crazy. Like everybody's kind of, you know, trying to find any kind of way to express themselves in any capacity. Whether it be, you know, new artists doing something different, you know, whether it be, you know, like older bands bringing out stuff that's a bit more, you know, a bit more pissed or a bit more like, you know, sad or whatever the case may be. I feel like that's kind of something that is coming around a bit, and I feel like the line is kind of blurred between just nostalgia, just to do it to make money off of it, and like actual, like, you know, this is how I'm feeling, like this is, you know, and it's something, and you can tell the difference. You easily tell the difference between something that has the heart to it and something that's just like, oh well, I got these people with me on this stage at the same time. Like, I hope this doesn't come back to bite me in the ass. At some point in my future, I guess, saying this shit. But, like, you know, like, it's just, I feel like you're seeing a lot of that. Like, you know, I can't do it by myself, so let me bring in somebody else that has the name that I can kind of piggyback off of that with, is what this feels like to me. I don't know.
I don't disagree.
You know.
It does come off that way a bit. Yeah. I agree with you.
I don't know. And, you know, at the same time, like, on the other hand, I mean, I kind of mentioned it in my little rant thing I was showing you, but like, you know, it's like things are coming back around, and I feel like that's kind of the hard part, is that, like, you know, some of it's good, I guess, like, you know, like at least like the newer bands that are like actual bands, like, you know, it's a modern sound, it's what happens, you know, you see it all the time in metal, like it's, I mean, Sabbath. Everybody, just doom metal is because of Sabbath. Like, it's
Straight
the
up.
same thing. Yeah, like thrash metal. How many people have ripped off, Metallica,
Yeah.
Slayer, Megadeth, whatever. Like, the whole beat is all Slayer. Like we talked about that before. Like, why is it that that's the thing that stuck around and every band up to this point has used it and it's always sick?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just a thing, like, because it's put, it's used in that different kind of context. It's all kind of how it's used and everything.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just it's funny to me that because I was in the thick of it when when MCR was Black Parade, like when that came out and everybody kind of wrote it off as just some emo band, or some like emo release or whatever. Just all that just because of like the niche thing that it was. And then now, like, I mean, they were about to have one of the biggest returns to the stage last year before all the weird shit happened.
Yep.
That we've, outside of like Rage Against the Machine, that we'll probably ever see.
Yep.
I mean, I can't think of two other bands that would have had a bigger, and it's no wonder that sound is coming back around to me. Like, it's no,
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's time. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wish it were a little more, I don't know, dangerous, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, it were a little more like, there was some real heart to it. Because I mean, there was another artist. I'm sure it's TikTok stuff, but that was where they got big from, and they pretty much, like, it was okay. That song "Good for You." You've heard that song? Probably.
I don't know.
Okay, well, it's all right. It's got, I don't know. Basically, it sounds like Paramore, right?
Okay.
It's a single artist, or whatever. She's done a lot more like piano stuff, I guess. I'm not super familiar with the music. All I know is that song has been played to death, and it annoys the fuck out of me, which is why I'm talking about it. But it sounds like Paramore. It sounds like something that they did that was gigantic, like,
20
and
years
actually,
ago.
and actually put them on the map for everything. And I mean, since then they've actually stopped playing the song that it sounds like, because of, I mean, it's kind of misogynistic, I guess, for them. Like, some of the lyrics and stuff, and Misery Business. Like, I don't know. I don't know if you've heard it or whatever.
No,
I'm
not
sure.
terribly familiar.
Yeah. But yeah, so in any case, like, it's weird to me that all of this is kind of happening at once.
Yeah.
And it's all very much like, but is it good? Like, because a lot of it isn't. Like, I'm sorry. Like, and maybe it's just me because it's not for me, and I understand that, because I'm sure that there, we're almost, seeing a bit of reiterations of things. I mean, I'm 27 right now, like, and a lot of this stuff was happening when I was 16, and I'm sure that. And it's weird to even think about, because I even as I was doing all this, even as I was thinking about it, I'm like, I just feel kind of old in that sense, because I can remember when things were going around, and now that sound is coming back. But at the same time, it kind of shows me that, while as it might not be good, it might not be for me, like, there is a group out there that is benefiting from this kind of sound, this kind of angst, but they're just showing it in a different way that maybe I just kind of see from a different
And who knows, maybe you just haven't found the new one yet.
That's very true,
because there's millions.
Yeah. So I don't know, like, just the whole, don't try to convince me that he's ever been good. You can't.
No.
Like,
Nope.
I don't care. I took the personal liberty of quietly taking his songs off of the playlist at work, because I was tired of hearing them. I didn't tell anybody. Did that today.
Nice. Nicely done.
But yeah, dude, like, I don't know, man. Like, on the one hand, I'm sure it is a big, like, publicity thing. I'm sure it is controversy or whatever, but it's like, if you're gonna do it, like, I mean, we can kind of trace this back to, like, the Eminem ICP thing, which was in kind of, like, not really the same way, because they were both very, they were both pretty well off at what they were doing at the time. Like, they were both pretty much at the top of their game when all that happened. I feel like,
and that was
a little
kind
more
of
of a
real.
yeah. Yeah. There was a little more to that than just there
wasn't publicity. At all.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of the, whether it follows Eminem's early career, know that he did stuff, kind of in the same vein, but it was actually, you know, there was a reason for it.
Yeah.
Like, there was a like his and like he was saying stuff that it wasn't even like a secret. Like he wasn't even
Right.
trying to like, you know, like fake it or hide it or like say it in a certain way. It was just, you know, I mean, there are moments on the first couple albums that he has that you can't say.
Yep.
You can't, you know, replicate that today.
Nope.
Because of, you know, words,
Everything.
because of the way the world is right now.
Yeah.
Like, so I mean, hey, maybe that's a bit of that too. But yeah, at the same time, you know, like, I don't know. It's been on my mind a lot. I mean, you know, obviously, like, I mean, ever since, you know, the whole thing with Joey, I've been on a, you know, just
Exactly.
going
And
back.
that's the other part of it
Yeah.
too, is he attacks Slipknot. He attacks the Maggots after losing a founding father, which is just the dumbest thing you can possibly do to that fan base.
Yeah. Because
they will eat you from the inside out.
Oh, the internet's been working fast on this one.
Real fast. Real fast.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that was I just kind of wanted to get that off my chest because, you know, it's something that, I don't know. I feel like, for one, like we don't ever talk about this kind of stuff because there's never anything that comes up like this that's like, okay, I have to say something. Like even if
I mean, you know, and I think, and after I found out what the rest of the story today, I totally agree. And you know, I think about like what if he had said something about fucking Alexi or Bodum, like, the fire.
It's that same kind of like, what?
Yeah.
Like you what?
Yeah.
Like it's so funny to like read the comments on it and stuff. And normally I don't do that. Like, but I've been
wanting to see what side people were on.
Full in on this, and everybody's just hating on him. Like, there was, I mean, well, it's not just that, but it's also people that were actually at the show that saw it and were like, yeah, people were like walking away from it. Like, there's just a lukewarm response to it. Like, the show sucked kind of thing.
50-year-old with a mask on.
It's like that band, that's your favorite band's favorite band.
Yeah.
And they
go say that to Gene Simmons.
Yeah, exactly.
I made more money than you would ever see. You fucking idiot.
So I don't know. I'm sure this is old hat by now.
Say OJ.
Yeah.
You owe me $10 million.
Yeah. You want your band wants their own casket? Yep. Well, see, you owe me for that. You owe me for the idea of that.
Yep. Royalties.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's just dumb news, I guess. Like
it is, but it did need to be addressed because fuck him and Slipknot's the greatest.
You can't, I've said it to you multiple times. You can't fuck with the Kings, man.
Can't fuck with the Maggots.
Yeah. It's what it is.
What did I send you earlier? What's that first line of that song?
This is the year where hope fails you.
The test subjects run the experiments, and the bastards who know become the heroes you hate. Oh, I love that song.
Pulse of the Maggots.
And yeah,
wow, like just, I mean, hey, you know, I guess who knows? Like if it were going that way for me, and I were feeling bitter and kind of pissy about what happened, I might have said some dumb shit on stage about it. I don't know if I were in that position. I don't know. Because, I mean, you could tell.
No. Because here's what I know is that you are a fucking professional. And you know better than to disrespect the headlining act that's playing at the same time as you on a festival stage.
Yeah.
Like, that's. You want to say something? Say it on fucking Twitter after your set.
Yeah. Or just
shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, you don't do it on stage at the festival.
Yeah.
That's the amount of disrespect there is unfucking believable. So,
well, it was cool to see that. I don't know if that thing that
churlish,
insubordinate, churlish,
churlish.
I don't know if that thing that I sent you of Slipknot on stage, well, Corey was saying before that song, I don't know if that was the same night.
I think it was the same night, but Corey wouldn't have known.
Yeah, and that's what's so funny to me is like all the videos that I've seen, like they're on fire right now. right now.
Oh my god, that new mask is amazing.
Yeah, we haven't talked about that yet.
We haven't?
I don't think so.
Oh wow. Yeah, his new mask is fucking sick.
I think it's creepy.
So sick.
Yeah, like just the blind spot, like the field of view that you can't see when you're like who knows what like what are you looking at, like what are you seeing? Yeah, like what
I don't know.
I mean it's all like it looks kind of like burlap a little bit. Like
it looks a lot like the first one.
Yeah, it's very like some like the ghost glow kind of stuff. Like it's that's what I thought of it too before. I was like little different eyes in it.
Who did it?
I'm not sure. I don't think he's.
I'm pretty sure someone famous did it. I thought I read something about it. But it is sick, and we fucking hopefully we got a new album coming soon. I wonder if they're planning any new songs. Nah, we'd know.
Yeah,
there'd be video footage.
Well, and I mean, coming off of, I don't know if you've seen any of the stuff from that show.
Not really, not just what you sent me.
Yeah, as far as the live set, but I mean, Corey just got done with COVID. Yeah, COVID.
That's true. Yep.
Coming off of that, like, sounds really good. Was they actually able to do it all and stuff? Like,
fuck yeah, dude.
You gotta have, like, it's fucking stupid to me. Like, like just to say something like that and just like, it's bitter, man. Like, and I hope that
it's just immature.
Yeah.
That's how really it comes off. It's just immature.
Yeah. It's like just if your music was good. It might be a different story.
You'd sell some records. Like, between the loss of Joey, we got new music. Like, this next album is gonna sell gangbusters.
Yeah. Well, and I don't know if you heard about this or know this, but this is their last album on Roadrunner, so they're off that contract. So they are free agents after this record. So
what?
Yeah. So it's gonna be.
Oh shit.
Like. This,
something's about to go down.
Yeah, this one that they put out now for the next one could be like either more of kind of the same "We Are Not Your Kind" style, which
I'll be fun with. Great album.
Yeah.
Really great album.
Maybe a little more aggressive, I guess, to me, but that's neither here nor there.
Always.
Yeah. I mean, being a fan of the first 4 records.
That one was pretty. Yeah. "We Are Not Your Kind" was pretty fucking aggressive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But we always want more.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not holding out hope for another Iowa because it'll kill them. Like, and they're kind of far past that. They're not even this like the guys.
They're not the same fucking band.
The guys that were in the band when they wrote that are no longer
right.
So you can't really do that sound or whatever. But yeah, it's like everything is kind of mounting right now.
Yeah,
and it's
exactly.
Like I'm
like, when the fuck is the last time MGK sold a physical copy?
They probably doesn't even.
He probably doesn't even release them.
Yeah, they're just digital.
Because he knows he can't sell them. Whereas Slipknot sells millions still to this day. To us.
Yeah.
In particular.
I don't know. Yeah,
because we buy lots of them.
It's very exciting. And There is one other thing that has to do with us, but I don't really want to talk about it because I don't know how much I can talk about it because I don't think it's been actually officially released. Like
okay. Yep. Well,
it's very soon within the month of October. It'll be.
We'll table that. We'll talk about that when it's time.
But in any case, So that's kind of all I got, man. I don't know. I'm just ranting. Like,
you're all good. I guess to kind of like round it out, Slipknot rules and fuck MGK. Like,
yeah. What else is there?
Fuck that guy. Sucks. Anyway, not a fan. Never have been either, honestly.
Yeah.
But. Huge Slipknot fan. So, and those 50-year-old weirdos in masks. Do you know how many fucking people in that crowd were wearing Slipknot masks?
Oh yeah.
Do you have any fucking idea? Like, you just called. Imagine if all of them showed up at your fucking house.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You seen the Duality video?
Yeah. Exactly.
Like,
you ever seen fucking footage of some of Slipknot's first shows?
Oh, dude.
Like, people jumping off. The one you showed me, people jumping off the fucking second balcony and shit.
Lighting themselves on fire on stage.
Fucking fire.
Stuff that, once again, you can't do. You can't
Well,
to a point,
I mean,
to a degree, like because the difference is when they were doing that stuff, nobody knew who they were. They were still a mystery
that's
band.
the point. Yeah, they can't do it anymore.
Yeah,
but
it's still
we can.
Well, yeah, yeah, true. I'm not trying to like. I mean, I'm
We
pretty
just find a barn in Michigan.
Yeah,
that's all you need.
Well, I mean, I'm not. That's arson though. That's not like.
No, I'm not talking about burning it down. Nobody has to light themselves on fire if they don't want to. But
what do you? I guess you lost me. I don't know.
They didn't burn down that venue.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's never been. Yeah, but well, I guess I don't know. You lost me with just finding a barn somewhere, and
It means we can do whatever we want.
True.
That's you have a show. If you have a show there, then anybody can do, and it can be like that.
Yeah.
So it still can be done, but you cannot be famous.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. It's publicity. It's not, and that's the difference.
Yeah.
That is the entire difference.
Yes.
Because
the show we're talking about with Slipknot was them almost killing themselves just to play that music live too.
Yeah.
Whereas,
I mean, it's power chords on a pink guitar. Is what it is. But I'm
not even mad necessarily at the pinkness of it all, because Alexi had pinky.
Yeah.
He's got the purple ones come out, but it just looks like shit.
Yeah.
Like there's something about that. Like I don't even know. Like.
But I want to. I guess I want to play the thing that I sent you. That Corey was, the on stage thing, and then I guess we'll just leave it at that, because this is the difference, right? This is the difference. This was in between. I'm not again. I don't know if this was the same night. It would be, because I don't have a source for this. It was on Facebook when I saw it. I'm assuming it was because it's one of the new masks, so it could have been.
No, I think it was definitely that night, dude.
Yeah. So. In any case, yeah. So this was the same, and
this is Corey on stage. We believe at Riot Fest.
I know it's a crazy fucking time right now, and I'm not gonna sit up here and be preachy, but I'm here to tell you something right now. We need to ignore all the bullshit flying over our fucking heads, and we need to stick together, because that's the only fucking way we're gonna do this. Do you understand what I'm fucking saying to you? Do you understand what I'm fucking saying to you? Then join us in saying, here is to all out live!
I haven't been I'm excited about the shows that are coming up. Quite a few of them. There's a lot of notable ones.
Good ones.
This one's real significant.
The Slipknot show.
Yeah. This one's gonna be probably pretty emotional, honestly.
I mean, yeah. Yeah. It's their first tour after everything, including Joey?
Jody?
Jesus fucking Christ. I was combining the first and last name.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's going to be a combination of all that, COVID, everything, and having recorded recently, and it's October.
Yeah. And
it's at DTE.
Oh, yeah. Which will be...
I've never been there. Normally, they're not open in October.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah.
Or at least not that... Yeah. I don't think that... Normally, at least, I've never been there in October before. I know that. Put it that way.
Even Ozzy was in the summer. That was August.
I have seen shows in late September there.
Yeah.
But never in October. Yeah. I think I saw... Ozzy might have been late September even. And maybe not. I think when I saw Kiss, though, way back in 2012, it was late September-ish. Kiss is playing in October there too, October 15th, so halfway into the month. They rescheduled.
That'd be pretty cool to see.
Awesome, always awesome. In any case.
Hey, that's what I got. I don't know. I was running a bitch about it because I think it's funny, and I think it's...
yeah.
It's
fucked. Yeah. I feel you. And
what's more funny to me is that like it's all the proof is out there.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
not.
It's not debatable.
Yeah.
It's like, this is what happened, and he's just being a lying little bitch. Like, I don't know how to say it.
Yeah. So, all right. No.
Enough's enough.
Yeah. We already gave too much attention to it. So.
We love Slipknot. We love Corey Taylor, and we will be seeing them here in Michigan in October. Fingers crossed, all things considered.
Fucking soon, dude.
Pretty fucking soon, actually, a couple weeks.
Yeah.
So, very exciting. In any case, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, we'll be back again soon. We love y'all. Good night.